Alright guys, and how Zack and Cody escaped Disney. This isn't Drake and Josh, so there's not the controversy, but I don't know why he disabled comments on this video. Let's check it out though. He said they are never coming back, by the way.
Too common that child stars struggle adapting to a more normal life after television fame, mostly because of the pressure enforced on them at such a young age, plus all their flaws, successes, and failures.
Dang, bro, she looks so different, man. Unflattering. She still got a little bit of frizziness though in both pictures, guys. But the second one, oh my gosh, it's actually pretty hard to take care of your hair, guys. I've grown out my hair before, and yeah, I mean, she's good now. I don't know who that is even.
Are publicized to
Hilary Duff, maybe.
Dylan Sprouse and Cole Sprouse are two identical twins that had wildly successful careers that started when they were just 8 months old. We know that.
What? 8 months? Dang, bro. And they say nepotism doesn't exist. I mean, I don't know how they got into the industry, but they're going hard.
Disney actors are often overworked, develop emotional trauma, and have a hard time getting.
I know, right? They freaking enlist them into it when they're so young, guys.
Away from the label of child star. Even at a young age, the twins realized this and started their master plan to capitalize on the rewards of being a Disney star, only to escape and leave their past behind them forever. Make sure you're hydrated while watching this video.
He's got a thermal. I used to have that thermal, guys. Whoa, this is when he doesn't have a dark room, guys. No way, bro. Now he'd be filming in a dark room. His videos are so long, I don't really react to him. But guys, that's why. But I finally found a one that's decently long. Guys, I got some. You know, I got a bigger water bottle. This one's supposed to keep it cold for 48 hours. But I swear I had the exact same water bottle he'd had. But it didn't keep the drinks cold long enough, guys.
Dylan and Cole Sprouse are the 30-year-old twins mostly known for their two major hit Disney TV shows, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and the sequel, Sweet Life on Deck. But before
I didn't even know The Sweet Life on Deck was a thing, guys.
Before they did that, they had some other pretty major accomplishments. They starred as Julian in Big Daddy. They played Ross's son on
they starred alongside Adam Sandler? Oh man, it's pretty cool.
Friends, voice acting in 8 Crazy Nights, as well as a ton of different TV roles and direct-to-video
Dang, so they're already rich. They probably could already buy their parents a house. You know what I mean?
films. Not only were the two adorable
That's my goal. That's one of my goals.
and talented actors, but being identical twins gave them an advantage. It allowed Hollywood producers to cast them as the same person. Child labor laws
What the heck?
prevent actors under 18 from being overworked. When Cole was done shooting a scene, Dylan would step in to do the other, and they would.
No way, bro. They fooled us. Anyone see any of their shows back then? Let me know in the comments below. Did you get fooled by this? They literally cast them as the same person, bro.
Would trade off, and producers were able to get double the work out of essentially one kid.
Bro. Hollywood of magic, it seems, bro.
2005, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Danny Callis, who ended up writing the show, always dreamed of doing his version of Eloise at the Plaza, which was a family film about a sweet but mischievous 6-year-old who lives in the Plaza Hotel in New
Never even heard of this film.
York City. He actually wrote the idea of the show 2 times and tried to sell it to different networks. When he approached the Disney Channel, they actually said to him, "Here's 2 twins. What can you build around them?" He wrote the idea for The Sweet Life for the 3rd time, and it got picked up. The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was about 2 twin boys who live at the 5-star Tipton Hotel because their mother was
They didn't do it. They're not the same person this time, right, guys?
an employed singer who performed
Who's that?
in the lounge multiple times per week. While she was working or sleeping,
Oh, they got a slide inside their
the boys
set.
would find themselves getting into all kinds of predicaments that they had to work together to get out of. Zack, played by Dylan, was the cool, outgoing, and self-centered brother, while Cody, played by Cole, was the more mature, nerdy, and gentle twin. Exactly the same as Drake and Josh. But what's funny is, Dylan
Bro, there must be like some sort of like Hollywood like formula to make these shows, guys. I'm sure these shows still go on to this day. Sorry.
and Cole ended up being very similar to their roles on the show in real life. The boys had amazing chemistry together because they were 1, actually brothers, and 2, had been working since
I know, right? That way, they're actually brothers this time. Drake and Josh, they were not brothers. I don't think so. Were they, guys?
Before they had conscious thoughts. The show also followed the hotel owner's daughter, London Tipton, played by Brenda Song, who was a parody character of Paris Hilton. She was scatterbrained, rich, and solely focused on boys and fashion, as well as the candy counter employee, Maddie, who was hardworking and intelligent. One thing I gotta give the show mild props for is that they reversed the nerdy, smart Asian and dumb blonde stereotypes. Mr. Mosby was
Hey, that's pretty good.
Was the nervous hotel manager who would often try
pretty good writing
to ruin Zack and Cody's fun. He was like a
bro. We got an antagonist now.
Father figure to them as well. When The Sweet Life aired in 2005, it was the most successful premiere in Disney Channel history. It was.
I mean, this video is titled "How They Escape Disney." I mean, they grow out of the roles, bro. They can't really work a children's role no more, guys. You know what I mean?
Nominated for 3 Emmys and is wildly loved by fans. These two were living the dream life kids like myself around the world wanted so bad. Plus, if you watch
I know, right? Hollywood do be blessing the ones, just a select few, but they do get blessed, and that's an amazing thing that Hollywood does. So shout out Hollywood. Hire me, Hollywood. Hire me, guys.
Interviews from around this time, they were infectious. They were so lovable.
Now, are y'all both, do you have girlfriends?
No, we are single men. I'm actually looking.
Yo, Ellen looks so different. What the heck? This must have been a while back, guys. A while back, like when she first started. I don't know how long she's been doing her show, but
Looking for a Christian girl with morals and values.
Disney knew they needed to keep them around longer.
dang, even that's what he said is a meme still today, guys. It's still a widely talked about meme.
So they came up with a sequel in 2008, The Sweet Life on Deck. Before they started a new show, they had a gap year. So Dylan and Cole actually got jobs at a comic book store called Meltdown in LA. Most of what they did was packaging, putting the comic books in the little sleeves. But their father always taught them that they can't get wrapped up in celebrity status. The 16-year-olds were kids just like everybody else, and that they needed some.
Hey, bro, they got a job and everything, guys. I had no interest in doing that, guys. I had very bad social anxiety growing up. So it was tough for me.
Balance in their life. The boys picked up hobbies. Cole started his
Come
journey
on,
into
Ember.
photography, and Dylan got into drinking alcohol, which would be his next
That's not a good hobby, man, right, guys?
passion. But filming was about to start again, and it was time for them to quit the comic book store. The Sweet Life on Deck airs in 2008 to over 5 million viewers. Now they were on the SS Tipton, which was a cruise ship that they lived on, which created tons of new opportunities.
They named it after the Asian girl, guys. Come on, Ember. Ember.
For them to get in trouble. None of the characters developed much over time. Cody stayed the soft, innocent dork, and Zack stayed the selfish jock. But we were growing up with them. We even watched Cody have to deal with his voice cracking, and the boys looking for their first armpit hairs. They were like the little brothers we always wanted.
Wait, how were they working, guys? This must be before that.
The 2 shows ran from 2005 to 2011.
Hey, bro, they've been working a while, man. They made so much money, right? Probably 5 million viewers, guys. You know how much 5 million views on YouTube gets you? Quite a bit.
168 episodes plus a movie. This was technically the longest running
Okay, now they look a lot older in this one. Or a little bit older.
live action show if you combine them. Fans loved the sequel. Some people even thought it was better than the original. I personally think the original was better, but we can fight it out in the comments.
Guys, I was too busy watching animated shows, but I did see this, on my little direct TV thingy. You know what I mean? I just see it on the. I'll change it when this pops up, guys. I didn't watch this.
Naturally, like all shows that depend on children, they can only last so long. Dylan and Cole were now 18 and looked vastly different than when they started. But the truth is, they didn't want The Sweet Life to end as abruptly as it did. The twins wanted to produce and direct one more season of The Sweet Life. They came up with an idea where they graduate high school, move off the ship, and go back to Boston. In their downtime at college, they would meet a single dad with a child at the hotel. Zack and Cody would kind of raise the boy up like a little brother, showing him all the crazy.
They worked so long at the show, they're pitching ideas now, guys. Man, these guys have quite the business mindset. I do applaud them for doing that.
Stuff in the hotel, leading him into wacky situations. The final season could have been the perfect way to transition into a whole new show based around the young boy. Cole said that the goal of this
They're trying to get somebody else. Oh my gosh. They're trying to,
was to transition them out of the show. That way the cast and crew didn't have to lose their jobs that they had for the past
Kind of like Blue's Clues. Okay, they got a plan here.
last 6 years. Disney executives laughed in their faces for the idea they came up with, which led
What? No way. Are you serious?
to a 5-year hiatus in acting.
You think they actually laughed it? Oh my gosh, bro. They're like, yo, we're the writers here. Yeah, man. My background light becomes less bright all of a sudden.
Here you will
After like 5 hours or something.
see a photo of Dylan Sprouse working as a host in a New York City restaurant, just 2 years after the Disney Channel, which led to multiple assumptions that he was broke.
But when you see a picture of a guy
Maybe he's just like, you know, getting extra money. You know what I mean? I don't know.
who is made presumably, and I'm making
He's not trying to go. Maybe he's just not trying to grow broke, bro. You know what I mean? Extra money.
a presumption here, a lot of money off of a television series, and that he's working in a restaurant, wouldn't that be a reasonable conclusion?
I mean, I definitely think that that's in mind.
Snap, I didn't think they have him in an interview.
Although it is negative, it's just a negative way to think for the most part. People can work jobs like that for experience, and I think that's kind of the way I targeted it.
If I didn't know anything about the Sprouse twins, I would have assumed the same thing. But what you will notice in the rest of this video is that the boys, mostly Dylan, have done a lot to escape their previous lives. They both got accepted to New York University and decided to dorm with everyone else and go to college full time. Dylan was majoring in video game design and was something of a video game
And they don't look like how they look, guys. How they look that much. I don't think they get recognized that much. I mean, that one person recognized him at the restaurant, but
game addict. Cole was an archaeology student, majoring in geographical information systems. He traveled all over the world through their program and even made a big discovery. Cole unearthed a mask of Dionysius in Bulgaria. They both were quite literally
dang, bro. These guys are doing good at their career, man.
really just normal college kids from 2011 to 2014, focused on their studies and working side jobs in their free time. This type of normality
I never had the college life, unfortunately, guys. But you know what? There are some advantages to not doing it, right, guys?
most
I just grew up very arrogant when I graduated high school, and I slacked off.
definitely prevented them from ending up like countless other child celebrities. Child stars face a lot of pressure to immediately get an adult acting role or start a music career. Whatever it
It's like they had no interest in it, though.
is, if they don't outdo Disney or Nickelodeon, it seems like a step down because they have millions of fans that want them to still be their 13-year-old selves. But when you get into your 20s, you just want to move on. The pressure ends up eating them alive and they make mistakes. Then it's highly publicized, which compounds the initial problem. So instead of going down the dark Hollywood path, the twins did the exact opposite.
And so they took their money, they saved it or whatever, and they just looks like they just lived normal lives, guys. I don't know.
Fully step away from this. Compared to our
Just had dinner, guys.
old roles,
He's got Nintendo and Mario. What?
aren't doing anything at
Where are they at, like some Nintendo con or something?
all. They did stay popular on Twitter and social media and would let
Yeah, bro. You see these guys with like a, you know, verified and just like a very super simple Twitter bio. It's like, dang, bro, will I ever get that amount of followers?
the jokes fly. Oh, I get it.
And now they're gonna be making revenue from Twitter.
Selena, too good to follow your old pals Dylan and Cole, huh? This is just like when we were 12. Cole started an Instagram page called Camera Duels, where he would post pictures of people that were trying to secretly take pictures of him, accompanied with comically long captions of him critiquing their strategies. The
Dang, bro. This guy.
only scandals or controversies
Guys, would you be nervous if you know, you saw a celebrity and would you try to like sneak a picture of them?
they got in were pretty mild. Dylan took lewd pictures of himself that leaked. Because of this, he gained hundreds of thousands of followers, so it kind of helped him.
What the heck?
Then Cole started a Tumblr social experiment that legitimately made some of his fans turn on him, where he pretended to be himself in order to get fans to engage with him. While they were engaging, he was writing deep and philosophical paragraphs on why their perception of him is flawed. Then after 1 month, he deleted his account, told everyone it was a social experiment, and basically made fun of them for idolizing him and engaging.
What the heck?
Kind of a douchey move.
You think that's a little bit cancelable?
Like I said before, Cole and Dylan are a lot
Come
like
on,
Cody
Ember.
and Zack.
Come
Cole
on,
is the
mama.
philosophical, poetic, artsy boy who thinks super deeply about everything. Dylan, while still being artsy
So they still got the fame, guys.
and well-educated, likes to slam
It's just I don't really keep up with
beers
it
with the bros and have
because I never seen the show.
a good time.
I've never really been a fan of the sitcoms.
We get it, you're Dylan Sprouse, and you're livid about games and journalism, even though you can't fight me IRL. Catch these hands? We are as the sun.
Look at, oh my gosh, they got the Twitter fingers, bro.
The rays come bearing to our soft-spoken souls, dancing torpidly upon the frail shudder of angst. Your Insta. Remember when I said Dylan discovered his love for alcohol at age 16? Due to his love for history, he became interested in the ancient alcoholic beverage mead, which apparently is the oldest alcohol ever that can be traced back 8,000 years.
Okay, probably an expensive habit then, right guys?
It's a fermented beverage made of honey, water, and yeast. During his college years, he would practice making his own mead. Some batches were good,
Or not.
some were terrible. But no matter what, he and his roommate Matt got drunk. When Dylan graduated
Bro, was this jail, bro? You could just go buy it. I mean, right? Unless he was too young. Which he shouldn't be drinking then.
college, he was taking some acting gigs, but he had more free time and wanted to pick
Okay, it's a movie that I don't know what it is.
up a hobby. Since he was passionate about brewing, he got an internship at a distillery called Kings County in Brooklyn.
I'm sure they would be excited to hire a former sitcom star, right guys?
Working there and getting immersed into this world made him realize how badly he wanted to pursue this hobby into something bigger. The All-Wise Meadery was born, which is his Brooklyn meadery where he actually makes the alcohol himself.
Now we know where he's been investing his money
A
now.
lot of people in the brewing community doubted Dylan. They thought he was a privileged actor boy who grew up with everything
I'm sure I would as well, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
and wanted to take over their
But if he's dedicated, you know, he could show me up.
hard-earned reputation. They didn't realize how passionate he was and how much respect he had for mead and brewing. Plus, he had a lot of people just saying he was another celebrity endorsing a product. Like, he didn't care for it, it was just for money.
I have to explain a lot that I'm actually brewing it, right? I have to explain a lot that these are my recipes. I have to explain a lot
So bro's been out there freaking studying brewing.
to people that this is my business and I'm here every day.
Doesn't taste so terrible. You gotta have a scientific degree. Maybe there isn't one yet, but you get the point, right, guys?
Can be. That comes as a surprise to a lot of people.
It's kind of wild to see someone go for a much more humble job serving the local community rather than chasing Hollywood fame. Cole, on the
Jerry's trying to get $1 billion corporation out of it, right, guys? Maybe, maybe not.
other hand, was pursuing his photography career. Not so much for money, but rather the art. One day, he asked Traveler magazine if he could work on a
Photography's kind of a, you know, thing of the past, right, guys? Now that TikTok's out, but it's still pretty popular.
piece for them. They said yes, but not for money, since they had no idea
I personally enjoy TikTok though. Like before photography, never been interested that much in it. I apologize, any photography fans.
he did anything outside of the Disney Channel. So Cole took a 3-day train journey from the West Coast to the East Coast and documented the process. They ended up publishing his article digitally. While this isn't some massive success story, it just shows the boys were trying to broaden their horizons with the luxury of not needing big paychecks. He would go on to be a respected
And the luxury of a large bank account as well, guys.
photographer and get some of his pieces published in high-profile magazines. But Cole would ultimately get back into acting. In 2017, he got a consistent role on the wildly successful teen drama show Riverdale, which has been running for 7 seasons, as well as
Snap.
lead roles in the movies 5 Feet Apart and Moonshot. I definitely see Cole pursuing more large acting gigs in his career. Dylan did also get back into acting in 2017. His team suggested that he shoot for lead roles in big projects like his brother, but he prefers small indie films and wanted to participate on good projects regardless of the character size or depth. Dylan still spends a lot of his time focusing on video games. He's extremely immersed in Dungeons & Dragons and offers his help with indie game developers. He even recently released his own comic book called Sun Eater. My brother and I used to get quite a bit of, "Oh, you made it out. Oh, you're unscathed." No, the young women on the channel we were on were so heavily sexualized from such an earlier age than my brother and I that there's absolutely no way that we could compare our experiences. Cole has been vehemently against
Thing is, he's right, guys.
child stars getting criticized for their downward spirals because there are mostly women being targeted and the public doesn't seem to understand the difficulty of being a child star or what goes on behind the scenes. Dylan and Cole actually started getting into acting because their family needed money, so they put their 1-year-olds to work. This sounds
1-year-olds, bro. Dang. They're like, yo, I'm gonna make you an actor. You guys look like good actors. And it looks like they're right.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster, but it seems as if their parents instilled the right values in them to maintain balance as a celebrity. Some people believe Disney exhausts and overworks children for our entertainment. Cole says that they didn't suffer as much trauma since they were boys, which could be very true. I also believe that stepping away from the spotlight and pursuing something normal was the key to them maintaining their sanity and integrity. Although they look back on their past fondly and came out unscathed, we will never get a Sweet Life of Zack and Cody reboot.
I'm asked all the time if Dylan and I are going to do a Sweet Life reboot, and I go, no, absolutely not.
Honestly, confidently, no.
That's out of the question then, guys. Alright, guys, like, comment, subscribe, check out Patrick CC in the description. We're on our way to 6K. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna do all my reactions live on Twitch, so if you want to come through, say hi, you're more than welcome. I'll see you guys next one. Later, guys.